reload for tomorrow, so I got to sit here with a line of like 20 fucking trucks. So I figured, fuck it, I'm going live. Got a little bit of bait mail. I'm glad you got the notification. Figured I'd go live because I ain't been live in a few days, and yeah. All right, let's try this shit again. Fucking deserts, man. I'm telling you, this is ridiculous. Ugh, holy fucking hell, dude. Bam, let's do that. Or not. There we go. Yay! Let's try this again and see what happens. So anyway, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, at the time it was 5 something this morning, and I was in Gallup, New Mexico. That's where I left for the day. Now we are in AZ, also known as Arizona. And that's when I got in the middle of this fucking desert, basically. And, oh, we don't want you to have any fucking signal. So I don't know. It's probably some issue with this damn phone or something, but we're here for now. Anyway, we'll see how long it holds up. But according to this, I'm in 5G out here in the fucking desert. So I'll be getting to my stop. I ain't got to be at my stop in LA till tomorrow, but I'll be getting there about roughly 3 o'clock-ish this afternoon. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We're hauling ass. I'm going to have to get in the shop again because I got my wheel hubs are fucking... The first, it was the driver's side, and the guy put a new plug in it saying, let's try this and see if this... And then all of a sudden, my freaking plug on my passenger side wheel decided to start leaking too. And for those of you that don't know, if it starts to leak, that could be bad. Like that could be catch on fire bad or all kinds of shit. So I'm trying to just get it on in here and maybe get this shit delivered so I can then take care of it then. But we'll see what happens. I'm hoping it's easy, but I'm beginning to realize that nothing in life is ever easy. Because that would just be too nice. What's up, 971? I clean my windshield on a regular daily basis, dude. I'm out here in this damn desert, so these damn bugs, they don't give a shit. We got kamikaze bugs out here, you know. Suicidal bugs. So they don't care, man. This fucking road, man. Arizona needs to do something with their fucking roads because this shit is like horrible. Like legit horrible. The only good thing about going west right now is that the sun's rising up behind me instead of right in front of me. But if I was going east, I'd be blinded like crazy. But what are you going to do? Look at all them trucks on the side of the road there taking their breaks. I bet you people at home couldn't imagine having to sleep on the side of the road, huh? Like, I mean, I'm used to it now, obviously, by now, but oh boy. They want to give us truck drivers out here a bunch of shit with all these regulations and crap, and it's like, and it's the general public. General public don't even fucking realize, like, unfortunately, they think that everything they go to get, the shit paper, the blankets, the food, all that shit, they think it just shows up on a fucking shelf at Walmart. I want to do that one time. I want to go to like a Walmart or something, and I want to just like interview people and ask them questions, like, you know, in regards to like how do they feel about truck drivers and trucking, and if they even actually know how it works. What's up, Miss Cheesecake? See if they actually know how it actually works and shit, you know? Because, you know, it used to be, and I'm sure a lot of people know this, it used to be like back in the day, your truck driver was right at the level of a doctor as far as pay and respect. And, you know, they say the last what do you call it, cowboys and shit like that, and, you know, nomads, whatever you want to call them. But and it's not even just like general public, like it's within this industry itself. It's a bunch of bullshit too, because like you get people coming out here from all walks of life, like from you know, doctors, lawyers, down to like fucking just warehouse workers and nurses and all kinds of shit like that. And they you know, they think they're going to come up in here and just make shit tons of money. And, you know, they're not used to the etiquette out here, and I guess you could say the rules of the road, or even like unspoken rules and shit like that. And then they come out here thinking they you know, one, they're gonna make a shit ton of money, which is not the case, because you have to basically put your work in. You don't just come right out of fucking a school to learn how to do this and then make shit tons of money. It don't work that way. This is an industry you actually have to put time in and gain experience and all that and all that. And by the way, I know this is coffee and a vape, but I got my Monster Ultra Black. I just didn't feel like doing the coffee thing today, or didn't really even have time either. So, but yeah, so I wish people everyday nine, I call them everyday 9 to 5ers, under fucking stood where, you know, how the whole supply and demand chain, the food chain, all that shit worked. I wish they understood that, but, you know, the biggest thing is the fucking people wish they knew how to fucking drive around a damn truck. They don't. They're idiots. They're in their own little world, in their little fucking Mazda Miata, fucking putting on their fucking makeup, got the phone to their ear, and all this and that. Like, for a truck driver, if they get caught with a phone to their ear, it's a $2,750 fine. That's $2,750. So, you know, it is what it is. And that's just to the driver. And more than likely, if a driver gets that fine, they're no longer going to have a job, because on top of that, the damn company itself gets $11,000 fine for allowing that driver to use their phone and hold it up against their ear instead of a hands-free device. So more than likely, that driver's not going to have a fucking job. And, you know, so, and you'd be surprised, there's still people out there with the phone to their fucking ear while driving a damn truck, and it's like, yeah. hmm Like the local guys in certain cities, I could see, even then, they're not supposed to either. But, you know, even then, they do it there, but it's just not supposed to happen that way. I'm hoping when I get up here to fucking Flagstaff, Arizona, there ain't none of that white shit on the ground, because that's like a real high. I think it's like a 8,000 foot elevation or some shit. When you go through, I forget what the exact fucking number is, but I just hope there ain't no fucking you know, hope there ain't no damn snow on the ground. Just the easy breezy right through this motherfucker. That'd be nice anyway. Oh. But, you know. And then when I finally get to LA, I'm either going to get something today and just keep moving, turn back around, turn and burn. I ain't gonna sit. Or I'm gonna have to sit till tomorrow and then get something going to Iowa. Either way, it's still gonna be some miles. I wouldn't mind getting a fucking load from LA going like back to Florida or some shit, because then that'd be some like really good miles. This load going out here is paying me like $1,400, and I'll probably get, if I get the load going, that's another 1,400. But if I get a load going to fucking Florida, it'll be a hell of a lot more. Plus, then I could get my fucking Dwarf RTA that I bought sitting at the house now. You see what all the hype about that fucking thing is. I don't think the bottom fill thing that Fagan was talking about is going to be an issue for me, because I don't know. That's just the way of filling it. Is it a pain in the ass? Yeah, but I usually stop and pull over the side of the road if I'm driving to fill up any of my shit anyway. So, unless of course I'm dripping. If I'm dripping, then that I don't need to do that. But that motherfucker said it's good, so I hope he's right. I think one person on the show last night said that theirs came in and they're liking it. So I guess we'll see. We'll see, said the blind man. But yeah, buddy. You can't beat this for an office view though. You got all them fucking people out there fucking, got their own offices and skyscrapers and shit. I like my fucking office view. I think my office view is a lot better than staring at another fucking concrete building full of glass. It's like, I ain't stuck behind 4 fucking walls every day. I don't know. I couldn't do that. I did that when I was younger, and I didn't like it then. But like today, no, I could not do any kind of job where I was stuck behind 4 walls. What you been up to, 971? What you been up to these days? Still doing all that fancy ass barbecuing and shit? I want to get me one of them fucking Blackstone things. Use that when I'm home. I remember what's name Thomas. He got one. He used to be up in Zoom every day cooking on that motherfucker, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He swears by it anyway. But who knows? That is a ugly ass truck, man. Fucking yellow ass. Fucking thing just said it had Bose Ride on the bottom there. But that fucking thing really has Bose seats in it. They're pretty comfortable. Expensive as fuck, but it's an old Southern refrigerated trailer right there. What we got here? This is an old school Corvette coming up. Well, I mean, old school to today's standards anyway. No, this is a fairly new one. That might be an older one. I don't know. Hauling ass. Come on, dude. Drive that thing like you can drive. You got a fucking Corvette. Like, what the fuck, dude? You driving that shit like Miss Daisy and shit. You out here wide open 70. I'd be doing at least 80 fucking hauling ass. It's like wide the fuck open, straight road. That's crazy. Fucking cray. I was thinking about this yesterday too. I have a fucking theory with these damn. I don't see any right now, but I know they got them here. I think further west you go, I get the stupid wind blade, the wind fucking things. Personally, I think they're a joke because, you know, out this way it's usually fucking windy almost on like a regular basis, and like you'll be going down the road and you know it's fucking windy because you're getting blown all over the fucking place, and you'll see maybe one or two of those fucking things blades spinning, and the rest are just shut off like they ain't working. Like, okay, I thought these are supposed to be like wind fucking mill things, but they're not. So who knows? What's up, Tommy V? Uh, how's good old Connecticut treating you these days? Oh. Or should I say the job you've been at for like ever? Nice. What's the latest thing you cooked up on the grill, man? Like a big ass tomahawk or some shit? I remember back in the day, fucking J Money, he used to fucking come in Zoom while that fucker was on a grill with a beer and fucking sitting there showing. And then he used to show us all his fucking pictures of his grilling he used to do. That motherfucker could grill, boy. Oh, I prefer running out this way a lot instead of like northeast there, or even the southeast for that matter. It's just wide open out here, fucking peaceful. Some of these fucking houses out here, like there's a house over to the left over there, just sitting there in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, I thought I was desolate where I live. This ain't shit right here. You got fucking desert and mountain off in the distance, and they like. I wonder how far they got to drive to like the nearest fucking Walmart to get groceries, or even like just a fucking grocery store. Well, maybe one day, 971. Maybe one day you'll get surprised and she's like, "Go get that tomahawk." If anybody's ever out this way and you collect knives like I do, not a lot of people know I collect knives. I never really said anything about that, but I'm a knife collector. There's a up this down this way up here. I think at the 290 something or something like that. There's a it's called Hopi, Arizona. There's a knife shop in the truck stop, and then before a little bit before that, they actually got an actual store. They got some nice knives and they got some nice microtechs in there and shit. Like, I'd prefer to like physically go and look at one and hold it and stuff before I like buy versus just, oh, I see it on the fucking internet. Let me buy it and have it shipped. You know, I got a decent little collection. I ain't got a lot, but I got a decent collection. I got a few Benchmades, higher end Benchmades. I got this one. It's called a Alamar. It was a decent auto switch. It fucking thing cost me $500 for it, but yeah, that's it. 292 is the exit for that. Though just they got a little thing in the truck stop. You can go in there, and then they have an actual store. I want to say that's right before the exit for that, but supposedly they're supposed to be getting a website up soon, but I'm not sure. But we'll see. Hell. Ugh. Ugh. Gotta wake the hell up. Wake up, damn it. Feel like the older I get, the harder it is to wake the hell up. Ain't no spring fucking chicken no more. I used to be able to bounce right out of fucking bed. Let's go. Not no more. Can't believe I'm fucking 41 years old now. Some people are like, oh, that ain't shit, but to me it is. Hell, I never thought I'd live to see this age. Buenavidos Restaurant, like a Spanish name in an Indian type of state. Well, Indian culture state anyway. That's a rocky hill right there, boy. A lot of rock. Some of the little pull offs here and everything, like, I mean, you don't think about it living out east, but you go into somebody's like pull offs here and they got like signs, beware of fucking rattlesnakes and fucking scorpions and shit. Luckily for me, I've never came across one when I got up in the morning and, did all my shit I had to do. But of course, it ain't gonna happen today because it's like 37 fucking degrees out. But that's probably why that's not happening. Oh, oh boy. My biggest issue out here I have with drivers is it's the drivers from California. They're of a certain ethnicity. I'm not gonna say what that is, but they drive like jackasses out here. They cut you off, they swerve right in front of you. And I had one guy yesterday, the motherfucker he spent more time on the shoulder of the road than he did fucking driving. And at one point he was like in like the sand, like you see on the side of the road to the right. There's like sand. He was in there, and then he just from a dead ass stop just comes right on out, kicking dust everywhere. I'm like, really, dude? Like, I know you know better than that. Like, come on, you have to know better than that. Then again, it depends on where he got his fucking CDL from, I guess. And then they go into fucking bathroom stalls with their fucking little bottles of water. And I know what they do in there. They fucking, I don't know why. It's just fucking weird to me. They'll sit there and wash their fucking, they'll sit down on a toilet to piss instead of standing up like a fucking man. And then they'll sit there and wash their little fucking dinghy off with a fucking bottle of water. Then they leave the fucking bottle of water in the fucking stall. And it's like, you nasty fuck. Like, why don't you take your shit and throw it in the trash again? And then when they do that, they leave fucking water all over the floor. So you obviously, when you get to a stall, you got to take a shit. What went on in there when there's water on the floor and fucking bottles sitting on the fucking toilet paper dispenser. Then they'll go in and fucking sink in the fucking bathroom and wash their fucking feet. It's like, yeah, I get it. You got a certain thing you do with your fucking religion, whatever, but why can't you just go into the fucking shower and wash your fucking feet instead of sitting there washing your fucking feet in a sink where people got to touch and wash their fucking hands? Nobody wants your fucking corn toe fungus fucking shit on them. Like, it's crazy. That's it. That's the name. It's called Knife City Outlet. There it is. Exit 294. I went in there one day. I had one of my knives. It's a Benchmade what the hell is it called? A bug out. Benchmade bug out. And I used it for something. I chipped the blade. I took it in there, like, you fix this? And he fixed this shit like brand new. And fucking I didn't even charge me for it. I was like, sweet. He even cleaned it up for me and shit. I was like, hell yeah. So I know plenty about standing up to piss there, 7-1. Plenty. I have to stand up in order to pull it out to piss. So, yes, I did unblock everybody. So people must have me blocked. I looked at my list the other day. You can even ask Dozer. There's only one person in my list that's blocked, and that's fucking Benelli and some other fucking weird ass names. Herb's not in there. Ryan's not in there. Willow's not in there. So somebody's got me fucking blocked somewhere else. Otherwise, I don't know how to do it. All I know is if you have people on a block list, you go in your studio, you go in the community area, and then that's where everybody's at. And like I said, only one that's on there still is Benelli. That's it. And some other fucking names of people. I don't even know who the fuck they are. I don't know where else to look or how, like, what else to check. So I've been out the fucking YouTube game so long, I don't even fucking remember how to do half this shit. Oh, look at that. There's a 5-0 on top of the bridge trying to catch somebody speeding with his little gun, staring straight up at people. That motherfucker was looking straight at me too. Look at that shit. That was fucking funny. Little setups there. Looked like he had a fucking porn mustache going on and shit. He's up there waiting to fucking catch somebody, and then he's gonna probably call somebody up ahead up here. Hey, you need to get this car right here. I personally thought that shit was illegal, but I guess some states just don't give a shit and they still do it. Like I always thought that like they had to be seen, and if they're on the side of the road, they had to have their lights on and shit, so they couldn't be seen. But apparently not here in Arizona. They don't. It's crazy. Right shoulder closed ahead. It's crazy. It's cray. Nah, I don't want to free Benelli. I ain't got nothing to say to that dude. That dude's a follower of everybody else. Ugh. Only thing I ever did to that dude was give him a fucking $200 fucking RTA for free. And he wants to talk shit. So, nah, I'm good. I'm good with that. I mean, if everybody could be good little boys and girls, then yeah, I'd free everybody. But I don't know if they can do it. I don't know if they have it in them. Don't know. Yeah, I mean, I give them that definitely, but I guess that's what happens when you make your entire life about one thing. You're pretty good at it. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but oh man, 562 miles ago. Ah, this fucking ultra black monster is pretty damn good. I was buying them by the case, and I just got like tired of them, so I was like, eh. So I switched it up, and I seen that they have the zero sugar fucking regular monsters. I started getting them a couple times. Now I'm back to this one though. You still doing that sports stuff, Tommy, on your other channel? Or did you pretty much die down with that and go with your do more on your 420 channel? I wish you were still doing the lives like you used to do back in the day, man. Those were fun. Fun to hang out and chill. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I knew you had one like that, whatever, but and I knew you said you were gonna do another thing with like sports and shit. I wasn't too sure like what channel you like more focused on or not. Like what you focus, which one you focused on more and shit. But I know you were doing both of them for a minute. The damn hotel right out there, just sitting there by itself, brand new one. That's fun. Let's go. Let's go to the hotel and hang out at the desert. You know, we ain't got nothing else better to do. Oh, temperature's going up a little bit, folks. We're now at 40 degrees, so maybe it's going to start warming up further west I get. I mean, I know once I get to LA, it'll probably be hot as fuck, but who knows? We'll see. That's cool, man. That's awesome. Moving up in the world, boy. Moving up in the world. Oh, oh man. There's somewhere out here. There's like a fucking prison out here somewhere you can see. I can't remember where it's at though. Pretty big one too. Or maybe I think I already probably passed it. It was in Milan, New Mexico. There's literally a truck stop right next door to a fucking prison. And the ironic, ooh, damn. Speaking of marijuana, I can smell that shit out here. They got that shit somewhere. Holy fuck. I don't even, I can tell it's not a skunk, but damn. Somebody's smoking that shit. It's real strong right around here. Brings back memories too. Damn, damn, damn. Shit is potent, boy. Probably somebody growing that shit around here or something. I think it's legal in this state anyway. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I don't partake in that shit no more 'cause I'm not allowed to. So wish I was, but I'm not. Not allowed to. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I can provide the people, a place to come together to, the people that hate my guts and talk. I mean, that's pretty cool. It makes me feel good. I'm still doing something good for people. I like that. I mean, the one person couldn't have said it best. He also drives a truck and he's from Knoxville, Tennessee. He could have said it best, if it wasn't for me, all you guys would never have met. So, as far as I'm concerned, at the very least, I've done something good. It's always a positive thing, I guess. Hell yeah, let's get this bitch up to 77 miles an hour. That's what I'm talking about. Construction reported in 2.3 miles. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? With all the fucking rails and shit over there, fucking rail cars. That's another thing lately I've been watching. It seems like there's a lot more fucking train derailments nowadays. Like ever since that shit that happened in Ohio, like it just seems like there's more and more. Like I forget I think it was in Utah going across what was it, 70 or something like that, or maybe 80. Yeah, I think it was 80. And I was coming through the mountain, one mountain, there's a fucking train just laid over in the middle of the mountain on the ground. I'm like, damn, didn't even hear about that one. Probably didn't hear about that because it wasn't like no chemical shit or something like that. Somewhere like that or whatever. Yeah, there's that too. It's crazy. They'll probably blame that off fucking shores of New Jersey, like fucking whales like dying and washing up shore and shit because of them fucking wind things. That, like I said, in my opinion, they don't do shit. They might do something for the government, but they don't do shit for the environment and the whole Green New Deal shit. I know that. I think about the only, and I'm even skeptical about that, but my belief on that is the government supposedly pays these fucking landowners so much money to allow them to put these fucking wind things on the fucking property, but even that's probably sketchy shit too. So who knows? I mean, my definition of a fucking windmill thing is, the thing's on a stand up in the air, and when it's fucking windy, the wind turns the shit. It's not, there's no motor, there's no, but them fucking big tall ones they got everywhere nowadays, they got fucking motors on them and shit. It's like, why you need a fucking motor on something to fucking, if the wind's supposed to turn the shit? I never really believed in them fucking things or anything. I just thought it was stupid, but I know that I saw an article or somewhere on the news about, they're hurting the fucking fishing industry off the East Coast and like New Jersey and Massachusetts up there and shit. So, I mean, I don't know how true it is, but that's what I'm hearing. That could be all them fucking animal activists and shit just, talking shit, but then again, it could not be. This fucking GPS, man. Just don't want to stay on the fucking window. Well, there we go. Up, you're crooked. Now you're not. But who knows? Wife likes it when I windmill. You don't do the helicopter, Tommy? There's the Tommy I remember right there. Oh, fuck. The Ron Jeremy stunt double. Oh, would you look at that? A nice power plant off to the left. Making all that power. Ugh. Ouch. Fucking hand. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I just. Ugh. Who the hell knows? We're up to 44 degrees now. It's getting warmer. And we're at elevation 5,000 feet right now. Got about another 85 more miles, and then we'll find out if it's fucking snowing on Flagstaff. Then we'll go through Winslow, Arizona, and see if there's a girl with a flatbed Ford, like the song goes. See if she's standing on the corner. Oh, these red fucking red hills and shit. I wonder if they still use coal at this fucking. I mean, I'm sure they gotta use coal still at this fucking power plant here. I used to go to those fucking places back in the day when I was local in Florida every day. Pick up fucking fly ash and stag in the dry bulk. Look at that. Hiring drivers. 100K a year. Big old billboard for SIC. Or no, COSIC, COSIC. 100K a year. Who knew? I just don't know if I got to live out here for 100K a year. There's nothing to do here. I mean, I guess you'd have money because there ain't nothing to do. But I wonder where their damn loading fucking silo is over there for the stag and their fucking fly ash to make concrete with. Cameron Trading Post. Good. Famous Navajo tacos. I didn't know Indians did tacos. I thought that was like a Mexican thing, but I guess they do. Never had an Indian taco before. Maybe Tommy B can go live and talk about it, and we can talk about Indian tacos. He's probably had Indian taco before. I mean, he's old enough. I've never had an Indian taco though. I've had Indian tacos that say they've had Indian in them, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever had an Indian taco though. Who knows? The hell, they got a rock with a little gate around it sitting on the side of the road over there. What the fuck is that? I got to pass the famous fucking Route 66 casino where at one point I went there with $100. I was like $700 ahead, and instead of fucking leaving, I just kept going and I lost it all except I kept one fucking chip just to remind myself not to go there and fucking blow it all in one shot. But I don't even know what happened to that fucking thing. It's probably no good now. I think it was like a $5 or $10 fucking chip or some shit. Casino chip. I just ate about every fucking nationality. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, after all, you are a stunt double, so you know. I could only imagine. Yeah, but if you still want that thing, just let me know, man. You don't have to give me none for it. I'll just send it to you, dude. I don't care. I don't use it anyway. It's sitting in the fucking box. When I'm home, I'll fucking make sure everything's cleaned up for you and shit. You can I believe I have a bottle that's in it, and I believe I have 2 more extra fucking bottles too. So, and they have the cap on it and shit. So you have two extra fucking bottles and shit. I'll just send it to you, dude. You ain't gotta give me nothing for it. I don't care. I'd rather go to somebody that's gonna use it anyway. I'm getting more into that. I'm getting more into those burrows and bridges and shit now. Once it's done, I got a Wicked remix on the way, so we trying that fucker out. Hopefully it's something I like. Otherwise, I just wasted $185. But then I got another one on the way that's a really, really sought after, nice bridge too. The only thing I got to figure out is like what's going to be the best burrow tank to use, because I know there's a couple people out there that prefer the sliding glass burrows, and then there's other people that like the one with the fucking plug in it. You know, the rubber pluggy thing that Mike Vapes can't stand. But a lot of like half the people say they don't like the sliding glass as a pain in the ass, and the other half say they like the fucking sliding glass. So it's like I don't know. And there's so many fucking different types of bro. You got metal ones, the plastic ones, PMMA ones, like just different fucking materials and shit. Yeah, no problem, dude. Oh, you know. Like I said, I don't use it and it's just sitting in my I went out and bought like a one of them armoire things. That's where I put all my vape shit. So just sitting in there. So I might as well just give it to somebody that use it. Just send me your fucking address, and then I'll when I get home. I'm not gonna guarantee you when I'll send it out because I don't. I know I'm gonna be home around the 23rd or something like that. So I'll definitely try to get my best to get it out then, or at least before I go back out on the road again. But it'll roughly be around then. And like I said, I believe I have 2 more extra bottles, but I know for a fact I at least have 1 extra bottle. So hell, it's even. I think I still even have that little piece of because it's the carbon one, the carbon edition. I still have that little fucking piece of the carbon that they put in the fucking box. Like I noticed like when that thing was popular, everybody was everybody was like, you know, all about it and shit and everything and then they were talking about the doors failing on them and shit like that. So I didn't want to use it because I didn't want the door to, you know, get fucked up. I used it maybe twice and then it just sat in the box. I guess it could have been because I wasn't really into squonking like I thought I would be then. But yeah. So yeah, that's fine. You can just hit me up in Messenger. That's cool. So we'll see. I don't live in a borough no more. I mean, I did when I was up in Pennsylvania, but now I live in the fucking woods. In the woods. In the woods with sand. But yeah. Oh man. I'm getting too old for this shit. Fentanyl can end it all. Oh, we're getting in there where they got signs about fentanyl. TalkNowAZ.com. Fentanyl can end it all. I don't know if it was. I think it was. I do like the. I know what's his name. I can't remember who. I think it was Grimm was talking about that one borough from. I don't know if it's Vapor Clouds or Suicide Mods or something like that, or fucking that other one. But he was saying he prefers those burrows. I thought about getting one of those, but and they got some nice colors and shit to them. But I think it was Grim Green that was saying that the whole he had on one of his uh vlogs was talking about he listens to this guy that says the government is lying about fentanyl or some shit, and I'm like I'm not too sure on that because like I had a cousin that he died and from it was a fentanyl overdose. He used to take fucking pills and whatever to sleep and relax, and I guess one of them was laced with fentanyl, and it was an overdose of fentanyl. That's what killed him. So it's like I have it that so that has happened close to me with somebody dying from fentanyl. So it's like I don't know how to believe that or not, but I mean, with everybody talking about it in the news and all that, and even out of the news, you would think that it's like a serious thing. But he said that on one of his vlogs, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Or even the guy that, because even he was like shouting the guy out and told him to go check his channel out. But apparently, he debunks like shit like that. And supposedly, he's like a expert on fucking drug use or some shit. Like I don't get it, but whatever. Who knows? Don't knock it till you try it. I mean, it's kind of like a golf course, Tommy, but it's got a lot of fucking trees in the way. I don't think you're gonna be able to hit a hole in one or do like a birdie in there, but you know. But I mean, I don't know. Like when he said that, I was kind of perturbed about it. Like when he said that, like you know, he was lessening. It almost to me seemed like he was lessening the fact that people dying from fentanyl, kind of like in a cocky way. But you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're a fucking this and that, you know, because that's just his fucking opinion on it. So you know, everybody's entitled to their fucking opinion, but I don't see it, you know, like in his view. And that very well could be the fucking case, but you know, I don't fuck with that shit, so I don't know. I'm 40 fucking 1 years old. The only fucking drug I've ever dabbled in, and I don't even consider it a fucking drug, is weed or marijuana. I don't consider that a fucking drug. It's a substance that has started out naturally grown out the fucking ground, and then it was discovered, and then people discovered that they can do it themselves. So I don't consider that to be a fucking drug like the government does and everything else. And it's just like anything else. The only reason the government probably thinks considers it a fucking drug is because they don't know how to fucking tax it, and you can grow it yourself, kind of like e-liquid. You can make e-liquid yourself at home without them even fucking knowing. So that's less money in their fucking pocket they get. So that's why that's how that works in my opinion. But like that's a nice fucking Freightliner Coronado right there, though. Yeah, hell yeah, look at that. Nice purple too. Shit. Big ass smokestacks. Pulling a dumbass dry van trailer, but from Jackson, Michigan. But who knows, you know, nowadays. I hate cocaine, but I do love the smell. Can't say I've ever smelt it, so like I had friends, I've had lots of friends growing up that were they like heavy into that, and you know, pretty much all of them you could think of. I've had a friend pretty much overdose, and he ended up dead on a street corner, not that far from his house, laying on the ground. I've had I had a group of four friends that were so fucking high one time. They were walking on the train tracks, and in that particular area, there was a high speed train that would go through there. And well, you can guess what happened after that. Them poor fuckers ended up flattened out by a fucking train. Never even knew what hit them. They were so fucking high, they didn't even hear the fucking thing coming, and boom, gone, gone like that. And at the time, they were young. They were like fucking. It ranged from I want to say like 14 to 18 years old. It's a shame, but what are you gonna do? It's a waste. But where I was living, a lot of that was like prevalent there, and there was even a couple murders they have. And there's this one time, this dude lived on he lived in like a duplex house that he shared with a roommate, and he was a bouncer at a bar. So he worked overnight, and then he'd get home early in the morning and go to sleep. And I guess the roommate got like super fucking drunk and stumbled on home, and I guess banging on a fucking door and woke the guy up, like, and then the guy literally beat his ass to death with a bat, and he got away. He ended up like dying on him in the town called Morrisville, right there on the exit ramp. There's like a little powerhouse thing in between the ramp, and he ended up killing his ass there. It was like right the bridge that goes right into Trenton, New Jersey. He beat his ass with a fucking bat. Then he went home, went back to bed. I was like, damn. Then we had another guy that was got on a high speed chase from the cops, and he ended up dying right there at the same like a little bit before the same area. trying to get away from the cops. They got his ass. It's like, holy shit. That kind of shit, I grew up with that kind of shit happening all the fucking time. If it wasn't murders or drug overdoses and people dying and shit, it was fucking gang shit. There's this other dude I used to know in high school. He used to talk shit. We used to get in fight. I used to get in fights with his ass all the time. I remember one time they have like a little canal that ran through there, and fucking dude was starting with me. I was walking along there doing my thing. He come up with a bike, and so I threw his fucking bike in the canal and shit, and like scuffled with him and shit. And then one day I was at the 7-Eleven going, and this motherfucker walks up to me. He was wearing a white T-shirt, and it was soaked in fucking blood. Like he had blood soaked. He was walking there, and apparently he had went into Trenton to get some weed or some type of shit, and they stabbed the shit out of him. And he was like, "Help me!" I was like, "I ain't helping you, motherfucker. You just give me a bunch of shit. Fuck you." So I just said, "Hey, that ain't my fucking problem. Go get somebody else to help you." This sounds kind of cruel, but you know, when I get to that point where I got some disdain against somebody or just don't care, I'm not. Fuck you. You want me to help you now, but back in the day, you wanted to give me a bunch of shit. So, well, you can help yourself, dude. Shouldn't have took your ass over into Trenton. But that area in Trenton, New Jersey, was like full of like the Bloods gang and shit. There was a lot of Bloods members across the bridge, and they'd bring that shit over across the bridge into our town and shit because the bridge was right there. So that's the kind of shit that I grew up with. How I managed to stay the fuck out of all that, I have no idea, but I did. It was crazy. But and I remember one time when I was younger, and this fucking a friend of mine, her boyfriend at the time, he was a fuck. I knew he was a shady fuck, and I knew he was like just fucking weird. We went, and he's like, "I need to go. Can you give me a ride? I need to go get something." So I was like, "All right, fuck it." Me and my friend, another friend, we went and drove across the fucking bridge in Trenton. And I guess I don't know if he wanted to go get some rock or what he was getting, but we had to park down the street, and then he had to get out and go walk. And I'm not getting the fuck out of here. You can kiss my ass. I stayed in the damn car. So did my friend. He come back, and then apparently they tried to fucking rip his ass off, but he caught on to it or whatever. So we got, and I was like, and that was the first time I've ever been on a fucking thing where you were gonna go get some fucking drugs and shit. I was like, damn, that was exciting. Yeah, I went to Philly a couple times, the same shit. Like, but at Philly, I didn't mind so much because I already, I grew up around. I used to be in Philadelphia all over fucking. I used to work in downtown Philly, and so but I never really went over into Trenton. And like, there's this one road, like when you get over it's the Trenton Makes World Takes Bridge. That's what it says on the bridge. That's like one of the main thoroughfares to get in there. You get on that bridge, you get over, and then you have to literally, I mean, literally go through the fucking ghetto. You got motherfuckers out there sitting on the street corners, sitting on their little steps out there. You clearly you could see what the fuck they're doing in broad daylight. And you had to go through there just to get it to go anywhere. If you wanted to go to like Atlantic City or something, you had to go through there just to go there and shit. It was an interesting time for me growing up. And I'm being from Chicago, I was younger then, so I didn't really pay attention to that shit or know anything about that shit. So, it wasn't until I moved over to fucking PA to Philly that I got to learn about all that crap. And I'm surprised I didn't end up like a lot of these other people, a drug addict, dead from drugs or gang shit or any of that. I don't know how the fuck I avoided that shit. Crazy. I didn't grow up, living in the fucking down south in the fucking woods and shit like that. Or I grew up through the fucking cities and all the bullshit that went with it. So it's just one of them things. But all right, we've been live for an hour now, and I think Batman's getting ready to go live here in a half hour. I want to watch him. I want to see what he's been up to. I know he's been going through some shit, so I'm gonna get off here and wait for his shit to start, and I'll catch you guys later. You all have a good one. Like I said, Tommy, just hit me up on Messenger. Let me know, give me your address, whatever, and as soon as I can get through the house, I'll send that shit to you. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you later, guys. I'm gonna drive my ass to fucking Los Angeles. Later, folks.